I'm AJ Allen with Dad Jobs. I'm a dad doing jobs around the house, but it doesn't mean that moms can't do them too. So we're gonna take a look at this Rheem tankless water heater and give it a little fix. The mixing valve has been leaking and we're ready to go, get it fixed. First thing you wanna do is take off these 4 screws. There's 2 on the top, 2 on the bottom for the cover. You want to turn off the water. So here, this was on, I already had this shut off, so off means stopped. We're going to take off the plug, but first thing, slide this cover off, up and out, and you'll see there's an off button here. Shut that off, pull the plug, then we'll get started. Also forgot to mention, I am not a professional plumber, but we can do this job. Do it at your own risk. Error code 45 came up 4 days ago or so, and checked it out, tried doing the power button reset that was in the manual. Well, error 45 doesn't just go away, unfortunately. Actually, there is a water sensor that is in here on the bottom in case there's a leak. Error 45 says leak in the manual. So obviously that's not really good. Well, looks like it's, I don't know if it's a common thing, but I've definitely seen a couple other videos where this error comes up, and I have found that it was the mixing valve, this piece here. And it does slide out. It's got 2 brackets, one there and one in the back, but underneath is where the water was coming out. So I will say that the sensor, it's hard to see, but it is in this little cove here, this little, there's 2 little prongs, well, 2 metal prongs, see them right there above my finger. Down here, they tell the system if there's water in it. Right now, I can feel it's dry because I put a paper towel down there and cleaned it out a few days ago. So I could kick the system on, but I still felt water after I kicked it on again. So I dried it all off. So we're gonna try and take this off and put in a new one that I just got from Rheem. Parts are 10-year, I believe. I have it written down. Parts are 5-year. 5-year warranty on parts, 1 year on labor, 12-year on the heat exchanger. First thing to do is to vacate the water in the system. I have already turned this valve off. I'm going to turn this valve off as well. Essentially, no water's going in or out of the system. At this point, we're going to try and vacate from here, from these 2 points. So first I'm going to do this one just because it looks like it's easier. This is the hot side. Got a little bucket. I know that these aren't the easiest. Okay. Next is to try and catch this water. That should spray out a little bit. So do it slow. Okay, well, it's not bad. Mainly, assuming because had the water off, have relieved the pressure upstairs over the last couple of days anyway. It's not bad. Okay, next one is the hose. Get it right under there. I had pushed this one previously, accidentally trying to turn this water off. So I'm gonna do my best to catch it like this. Interestingly, as I released this one, a little bit more water came out of this one. So a little bit of water pressure got relieved. So I'm just gonna catch this water here, let it vacate completely, and be back. All right, so water has pretty much been vacated. Next step is to remove the piece As you can see, there's this clip here. It kind of turns. So there's a clip. If we push that there, we should be able to loosen it up. I might try and get a towel underneath, a little rag or something, just to suck up any water so it doesn't get on any electronics. So let's see if we can do that. Just FYI, there is this motherboard essentially right in front, which is the pain in the ass. You don't want to fry it. I'm going to try not to do that. So first thing is I'm going to push this clip here, pushing 2 sides down. That was pretty easy. Got that unclipped. There's one. Second one is back here. You can see back here. I'll do the same thing here. I had to pretty much spin it so that I was pushing it sideways toward this way, and I got it. Okay, so next part is to get it off of these pipes. Okay, I got this to turn, so essentially you can see the piece is turning on this hinge here. So it's coming a little bit more loose. There we go, look at that. Looks pretty good. You know, maybe a little bit of stuff there, but next thing is I gotta get these wires off. So I have the piece out. It's here, hanging on the side, and it does have one cord, and it comes to one clasp there with the cords, and then it runs probably to the motherboard down there. So looking at the new one, looks like there is just one piece, even though this one's got a little thing here, and the old one does too, but nothing is connected. So I'm guessing we don't need that part. I think I'm going to take this part here apart and then just connect it to there. Looks like it's going to be easier. Okay, I was able to easily, by pressing this part down, to disconnect this. Out comes the mixing valve. Okay, so here's the new one. Looks a little cleaner. Definitely not messing up there. So I'm going to clean up that little bit of water that ended up down here in the white area, and then clean up just around the edges of those and get ready for the new one. All right, so this is the old part, and just where I thought, right underneath, you can see where it started to wear and started to leak. That is the leak. So identified it correctly, it looks like. Hopefully everything's okay. I am softening our water, so I don't know if there's anything specifically damaging in it right now. It does look like there's some calcium and some other little buildups. I do have to do a flush on this thing. Haven't been able to do one yet. I'll clean all these little pieces up here and see if the camera can get the thing, but there's definitely a little bit of deterioration on the, or buildup on the two clasps there parts. So definitely flush your hot tankless water heaters every couple years. I think they say 3 to 5, but every couple's probably good. That is definitely the issue. I'm gonna clean up around this connector where the new mixing valve will go. Just be careful not to mess with any wires. I mean, there is some good slack here. It's not terrible in terms of space. A little bit of brown and, you know, a little bit of build up there. All right, got them pretty, dried off clean. Obviously they do still look a little used. I don't think we're gonna get them brass finish looking clean, but overall look pretty fine. Good. Good enough. Let's go. All right, so for the new one, first thing is going to be connecting this. So let's take this off. And then we're going to connect it to the one that was there, which I could see from all the way back down there. So let's get that. Here we go. Okay. First thing is we're going to plug this sucker in here. And there's the piece there. Okay. See? Easy peasy there. Next, get this thing in place. Try not to mess up any of the wires. So they do have like black O-rings on these connectors, so I guess that kind of makes sense. It's kind of an interesting part. I'm not even sure exactly what it does, the mixing valve, but I guess it's important. So first one, I'm going to try and do this one first. This one you can see a little bit better. Sliding it on. A little shimmy, and it's on. Okay. Next one is this one. You're gonna have to pull back a little bit to get it over the lip. There we go. And give it a little shimmy and push forward. There we go. And that one kind of doesn't hold its position as easy or as nicely. So I guess the clip's gonna have to hold that one. It does have a black O-ring, looks like, so I don't know. Either way. Yeah, feels decent, feels alright. Alright, let's get those clips on. Okay, first clip. Remember I had to come from this side because there's this white thing here in the back behind it blocking it. So I have to push it in a little bit and try to get these to line up. Okay, I got it to slip on, but as you could probably see, it's not completely on. So now I gotta shimmy it over. The head was a little tough to get them on in general, so now we gotta shimmy. Alright, so I did get the clip on back here, as you can see. Make sure that when you do, you get both lips in the gap. So this clip has gaps. If you can see these two clips, or these two ledges for both sides, make sure they're inside all the way, as well as you can spin it to kind of see. Okay, so the next one, we have that one back there done. Next one is this one. So, one, make sure all these wires are out the way as best as possible. So again, you want to try and get the two lips inside that clip, in those clip gaps. Looks like it'll work pretty good from here. Not easy to push down, but once you get it, you get it. We'll try to go all side to side action. There you go. So you can see. See the two lips there. Should be able to spin, you know, not super freely, but with a little effort. Okay, so it looks like it's good. Double check here. Looks pretty secure. The cable's still connected. Hopefully I didn't knock out any cables. Now these cables now are coming through this side of this. I can't remember if they were before, but they are now. Hopefully that's no big deal. I mean, I guess the one thing we could do is just take this off, run it behind them, and come out the other way. Let's do that. Alright, so I unhooked this, ran it under these, brought these over here, and now this one is reconnected. Just so that these ones, I guess, have a little bit more play. Could even be run back in front of the mixing valve. So we'll put them over here for now. But I think we're good. Looks pretty intact. Next is to close these off. So close these. Just a little hand tighten there. Hand tighten this guy. That's pretty cool. You can see the ball valve inside moving. I'm gonna do it left-handed here. Get a little hand tighten. I think we're good. All right, moment of truth. So, got our bucket of water just in case, I guess. We're gonna turn the water back on. It looks like it's filling up. Make sure there's no leaks here. I don't feel any leaks, which is good. Just feeling around the connections. Okay. I'm gonna kick it on. Oh, whoops. I'm gonna plug it in first. Kick it on. The pump rotating. There we go. Power. Double check we don't have any leaks here. Looks pretty good. Got 120 degrees, 3:02 p.m. I think we're about an hour behind or so. I have to reset that. Actually feels like it's warming up already. Okay, cool. I think this looks good. All the connections must be okay. There's the pump. Well, that's how you fix or replace the mixing valve on a Rheem model RTG RH11D VLN, I guess. All right. Good luck, everybody.